Chinese automaker BYD unveiled its latest creation on Tuesday before a mesmerized crowd. This was the very first BYD vehicle launched outside of China. For now, the Shark pickup truck is only available in Mexico, but media reports say BYD will eventually sell the truck in Australia, Brazil, and Europe. CGTN spoke with the president of BYD Mexico, Ray Zhu. He says BYD has carefully studied the booming Mexican auto market, and his company can sell up to 200,000 of these new hybrid trucks here each year.
Mexico is very important for BYD. It has a very rich culture in terms of the car, and we think Mexico has a great opportunity to grow together and align with BYD international strategies.
BYD is part of the surprisingly fast emergence of Chinese electric vehicles available now in Mexico. Chinese companies have captured nearly 25% of Mexico's entire automobile sector in nearly 3 years' time. It's part of the massive shakeup of the global automobile industry. The BYD Shark will compete head-on with some of the best-made pickup trucks in the world, including the Ford Ranger PHEV, Toyota Hilux, and Chevrolet S10. BYD says the Shark can travel up to 100 kilometers in EV mode before its battery needs recharging. With the electric and combustion systems used together, this vehicle can travel up to 840 kilometers. The official launch of China's new hybrid pickup truck came on the same day that U.S. President Joe Biden announced a U.S. plan to quadruple tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles to 100%. Dr. Enrique Dussel, an expert in trade with China, says Chinese electric car makers represent the first real competition that the global auto industry has faced in decades, and American companies are rightly worried.
China is displacing and beating out the competition among other car makers, Chrysler, General Motors, and European and Japanese vehicles. Among electric vehicles, which is still a fairly small niche in Latin America and Mexico, China is omnipresent.
Auto industry analysts say Biden's tariffs could end up accelerating Chinese production in places like Mexico and Vietnam. BYD is negotiating the terms for the construction of a new factory in Mexico, which could come in the next few years. Franc Contreras, CGTN, Mexico City.